Looking for MVP, my captain obvious, and I should just worn the jersey, but is Russell Wilson all the way. I actually don't have any doubts about it. He's got 2 overtime winning drives now. He's 8-2. He's got the most touchdowns in the league. He's sitting at 25 touchdowns, I think, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's got, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns on top of that. It's Russell Wilson all the way. He's been the most clutch quarterback. Any pretty much statistic you look at, he's winning. In every regards. He's clutch. He's great. He's the best quarterback and best player in the league by a country mile.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go Lamar number 1. I think the improvement that Lamar's made this year from, Lamar is a running back, a wide receiver, and a quarterback at quarterback. He's the agility, the quickness, the ability to, spot a hole when he's running and hit it. And he's just so many combinations into one. And he's taken this Ravens team that was obviously, the AFC North was meant to be far more competitive than what it has turned out to be, particularly on the Browns side of things. But Lamar has taken this Ravens team and elevated them to a level that I definitely didn't anticipate. And I think, obviously he's had help from Mark Ingram and a few of the other boys that have been brought in, Marcus Peters too, but Lamar's been playing out of his skin, and most of the time he's carrying, he carried the Ravens to a win against the Patriots. Just the ability of what he adds to the game is insane. And I think Russell Wilson has been impressive, but you also got to think that, Russell Wilson, if, 49ers don't miss that field goal, that's another loss. And I think, Russell Wilson fumbled, 3 times? I think obviously that reflects more positively on the 49ers defense. And he's still, I still think Russell Wilson's having a good season, but I think just the fact that Lamar's doing all this against everyone, it's not like he's just running up a score on the Bengals. He went and did this against the Patriots, and he's gone and done this against other teams. And I think, Russ has been impressive, but I don't know. I go Lamar 1, Russ 2. I got Christian McCaffrey 3, just because he's been carrying the Carolina Panthers, and then basically just whoever else you want to list a quarterback who's been impressive. Deshaun probably at 4.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably have Christian McCaffrey at 2, and probably Deshaun at 3, and maybe Lamar at 4.
Fair.
I just think, as much as Lamar has been fantastic, let's just look at his stats for a second, passing wise.
All right.
Rushing 2, 6 touchdowns, he's pretty much getting just under 7 rushing yards a game. But you talk about fumbles. I'm not sure what Russell Wilson has exactly, but, Lamar's fumbled it 4 times, 6 rushing touchdowns, 15 touchdowns to his 5 interceptions. He's got a 3-1 and, 101 quarterback rating, 65% completion. And this is versus Russell Wilson. I'll quickly pull up. He's 23 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 114 quarterback rating, 68% completion, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I think, but at the end of the day, you also have to take into account, I think, Wilson wins the eye check and he wins the stats check. But
I'd say Lamar probably wins the eye check because Lamar just looks more fun.
Yeah, true. But still, they're both carrying their teams to wins when really, did we have that high hopes for the Seahawks going into the season? I don't think we anticipated the 49ers being as good as they have, but I think we sort of predicted the Seahawks to be, wild card potential. And I think we had the same level for the Ravens, maybe even not making playoffs or just missing.
Yeah, with Steelers, we didn't expect Ravens to be that good because we expected Browns and Steelers to be good.
Exactly.
But, it pretty much became what happened last season of Ravens took over because people weren't performing.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think the past couple of years, MVP and Offensive Player of the Year have been given to the same person, I believe. But I feel like this might be the first year where we get, Russ win MVP and Lamar win Offensive Player of the Year just because they've both been that. They're both carrying their teams to wins. And I think Lamar outdoing his projections or what we all projected for the season is what makes it more impressive. And the Sonny's on the sideline after he just carved up the Bengals. granted it's the Bengals, but this is a guy who made, professional athletes who are training every day fall over as if it was a skating ring. It was just ridiculous.
With his jukes and his spin cycle, like, it's insane.
And Russ is doing the same, to be fair. Like, Russ is he's being just as good as ever in the pocket. He's evading pressure. He's, outperforming, and whoever wins, it's a coin toss really, but I'd love to see McCaffrey win, in all honesty.
I think McCaffrey's winning Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he's winning MVP, but I think he's going to get Offensive Player of the Year because the amount he's done for the Panthers is ridiculous. And he had a bit of a quiet game, and, he could have won the game for him or drawn it up against the Green Bay, but, fell a yard short because his offensive linesman got in the way. He's just been phenomenal, though, and we haven't seen a running back like this since, like, LaDainian Thompson, that far back. And I know I just butchers in his name, my bad. But for someone to have this much impact on one team, like, we haven't seen that for a long time.
No.
Like, even Todd Gurley the last few years has been beyond and above everyone else, and even Zeke or Le'Veon, but just not to this level. Both receiving and running duties. Like, he just does everything.
McCaffrey has been performing at a slot receiver level and a elite running back level. It's not even like a dual running back. Like, you look at Gurley or you look at how much Zeke he played. Like, it's just been ridiculous, and I think the camera's turned off again, so I'll jump up and fix it. But, I think, I've got Lamar, Russ, and then McCaffrey is my top 3 for MVP, but...
Yeah, and I'll just quickly, while you jump up, I'll make a case for the young Deshaun Watson too. Like, I think he's in the same boat. Like, the clutchness that he's come up with throughout this season, like, he's been phenomenal also. So I think you've just got this situation of who can continue it on for the rest of the season and who pulls it up now, I guess, which, I don't know. I feel like Russell Wilson's going to carry it through every game, and the truth is he's going to have these close matchups week in, week out, where he's going to be throwing people to the game-winning drives and stuff, which I think, he's got the most game-winning drives this year and has been the most since 2012 or whatever. So I think that's a really big impact. But things also come down to, like, the storyline factor.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's look at, all of them have their storylines at the moment. Like, you got Lamar shut down Patriots, and Russell Wilson shut down San Fran, and Deshaun Watson. He's now got no JJ Watt, and with everything his defense lacked, he's picked up for. Like, it's just this situation of who can carry it out for the rest of the season. And even looking at Deshaun Watson's stats, like, he's 18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, which is same interceptions, more touchdowns than Lamar, and a higher completion rate and higher quarterback rating, and he's got 5 rushing touchdowns as well. So, like, you definitely see Lamar's the best runner of the 3. Russell Wilson's the best passer of the 3, and Deshaun Watson's, like, number 2 in both